Howdy y'all, this is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms. Today we're going to make another little video. We're going to work with the goats today. We're going to give all the goats some copper bolus and CD&T shots. I've never done it before, so it's going to be a learning experience for me. I've done a lot of research on it. I think it's something I really want to start doing with my goats. So I got a catch pen set up behind me. Get the goats from the front pasture. We're going to walk them down here and get them caught up in a smaller area so we can work them without stressing them out, because a lot of them are really heavy bred. So we're gonna get to work and y'all stick with us. So these are the products we're gonna be using today. Ultra Cruise goat copper bolus for adults, and also have some for the kids. Probably won't be using this today. Well, from what I read, anything from 50 pounds over, you give an adult dosage, and all my goats are over 50 pounds. But all it is a capsule that you'll stick in this gun, and you put it down the goat's throat, and it'll slow release or release copper into their system. This capsule will sit in their rumen and just kind of slowly dissolve, and they'll absorb the copper as they need it. I'm going to use the selenium gel to kind of hold that capsule in this gun. Selenium, vitamin E, something a lot of goats are deficient in. And we're also going to give them a CD&T shot, Clostridium for gingivitis. I said that. Type C and D, and tetanus toxoid. It's just an antibiotic you give once a year, and you just do a sub-Q shot underneath the skin. But we'll talk about that more when we get there. We're going to go ahead and get the goats called up, and we're going to walk them down here, see if we can't start working. Come on, goats! Come on! Put the selenium gel in there, and it's just going to kind of make this copper bolus pill sit in there without coming out. If not, it'll slide out pretty easy. And we're going to try to stick this thing as far down that goat's throat as we can, all the way to the back of the tongue. Kind of hold her head up and make her swallow it. She swallowed it. Yeah, she swallowed it, and then I'm gonna draw out 2 cc's. That's the dose, no matter what, on goats for this. And this is a shot that you give them once a year. And the reason I'm doing it right now is because most of these goats are bred and they're expecting to have babies in 4 weeks. So if I give it to them now, then the babies will take this on into their system, and hopefully they'll just be a little more healthier when they're born. But all this is a sub-Q shot. You're gonna take a pinch of skin. You're just gonna put it right underneath the skin. You're not going into muscle. Kind of rub it because it will leave a knot. I'm gonna check her eyes, make sure she's good. She looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and let her go. We got all the copper bolus put in there, everybody. We got the CD&T shot done. So everybody's good to go. We only had to worm one goat. Looked at their eyelids while we did it. She got her wormed. We'll document that, and we're gonna go ahead and walk them back up to the front pasture. We're gonna go try to catch the billies and see if we can't do the same thing to them. Good boy, even though you didn't do nothing. All right, so it's the next day now. We got the billies caught up yesterday. We gave them their CD&T shot, and I realized I forgot the copper bolus pill all the way down here at the barn. So we didn't do it yesterday. Some rain was coming up, and we had some family stuff we had to get to. But today I'm gonna go ahead and catch them back up and see if we can't take care of the billies with the copper bolus today. All I got for help today is Maddie. She might be running the camera though. So we'll see what happens. That billy is that big billy, he's pretty strong. I got a short little clip I'll throw in there of him knocking me over yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't get him called up, give him the copper bolus real quick, and see if we can't wrap this video up. Push that. That's it. Shove him. All right. Whew. I want to explain a little bit more about the vaccine that we used today and the copper bolus. But the vaccine, the Clostridium for Perfingens type C and D, and tetanus toxoid. So the tetanus is just like a tetanus vaccine that you'll get at your doctor for humans. Just protects them in case they get injured. I don't have to worry about them getting tetanus and locking up and potentially passing away on me. The Clostridium Perfingens type C and D, that protects from overeating disease. Whenever I have young kids, I put out a creek feeder so they have access to feed as much as they want. And whenever I wean them from their mothers, they're stressed out, and I'm still pouring the feed to them because I'm trying to get their weight up as fast as I can to get them to a good market animal. And so that'll help them from developing overeating disease. And basically, your healthiest, fastest growing goat, they'll look fine one day, everything's healthy, and the next day you go out there and they're dead. So I want to prevent that and the tetanus. So that's why I'm using the Barvac, Clostridium, Perfingens type C and D, and tetanus toxoid, or CD&T vaccine. And we use the selenium and vitamin E oral gel just to hold that copper bolus pill into that copper ball and gun. And so, like I said earlier, selenium and vitamin E is something the goats tend to be deficient in. Sometimes you see it with a kid that they can't quite hold their legs up, or they can't quite stand up all the way. So it's not going to hurt them. It actually is going to help them by using that to hold that copper bolus in that gun. And so the Ultra Cruise Copper Bolus, I have two kinds. I've got the 4 grams for the adults and the 2 grams for the kids. And basically that just is going to boost their immune system going into kidding. The kids are going to have a little better immune system. And copper is a trace element that we don't really have a lot of. We're pretty deficient in our neck of the woods and most of the U.S. So I want to go ahead and do that, take care of that rough coat that a couple of my goats have that I don't really like, and they'll just look healthier, they're going to feel better, and they're going to perform a whole lot better. So I want to explain a little bit more of that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to write everything in the book that we did today, and that's going to be it for the day. For those of y'all that haven't seen my goat records, this is all it is. I've got the name of the goat, or whatever I call them, their identification number, their tag number, estimated date of birth for those that don't know, where I got them from, sex, color, and I try to get the sire and the dam, and then I write the breed right there. This one's a Nigerian dwarf mix. But last year she had 1 female, 1 male. I made $130 off the male. But what I do for his records a lot though is in my notes section I write down notes I have about them or what I do to them when I do it. So in my mind, if this note section's filled up all the way, then that goat it's time for her to find another place to live. But that's all it is, and that's that. My cousin Piper, I'm gonna let her end the video today.
Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Wait, what did you say?
We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.